All right, so something different today. It's gonna be a follow-along Tabata workout. This isn't something I do every day. This is something more along the lines of something I do once or twice per week as a form of my high-intensity interval training. But a lot of people have been wanting me to do follow-along workout videos, so why the heck not? So here's what you're gonna need for this. Okay, it's gonna be a 20 to 25 minute round, depending on how far you wanna go. I'm gonna make it 20 minutes today. If you wanna take it for 25 minutes and do another lap around, you totally can. So with Tabatas, you set a period of time that you're going to work with a specific period of time that you are going to rest. A lot of times people will do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and you just keep it moving. In this case, we're gonna go a little bit longer Tabata. We're gonna go 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off, just because some of the movements that we're gonna go through really require a little bit more time to actually get the effect. So all you're gonna need here is a moderate weight dumbbell. So in this case, I'm using 70 pounds, or 60 pounds, excuse me, because I'm going to be doing some dumbbell deadlifts. So I want enough weight where I feel like I'm gonna feel fatigued at the end of 30 seconds. Okay, then I've got a med ball. In this case, it's a 20 pounder. Pick one of these up. You can get them for like 15, 20 bucks at Big Five or, you know, Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever. They're pretty inexpensive, or get them on Amazon. So I'm using 20 pounds, you know, go with whatever weight you wanna use. We're gonna be doing some thrusters. So we're actually gonna be doing squat to thrust, doing a little bit of plyometric effect. Okay, try to get some kind of plyo step, okay? If you don't have a plyo step, use a shorter step, and I'll tell you the modification when we get going. Basically, instead of doing a jump up, you're going to do just some kind of simple shuffle step, okay? Then you're gonna need a jump rope, okay? I use one that has the bearings in it, just so I can move a little bit quicker. Then, if you like, you can either use dumbbells or you can use kettlebells, because we're going to do one specific core move, which you're gonna see obviously, but basically we're gonna take one dumbbell up overhead and one or kettlebell down at your sides, okay? So it's gonna be a suitcase carry followed by a waiter carry on the other side. So all that means is waiter carry is up above your head, suitcase carry is down at your side. We're gonna do it opposing. That way we're working in some mobility into the process as well. Okay, and then lastly, I'm gonna add burpees into the mix, but we're gonna do them at a different rate. We're not gonna do traditional burpees. We're gonna do burpees where we're holding with a plank for 5 seconds, so you're getting a little bit more core activation. Again, everything's gonna make sense as it comes together. I'll voice over a little bit so you have an idea, but I'm gonna be sweating and breathing hard, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to talk while I'm doing it. That's why I'm giving you some instructions now. All right, I'm gonna use a little app, but you can use any kind of stopwatch or anything like that and just look at your timer. Again, we're gonna go 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We don't want to listen to children's radio. That's rappy children's song.
Tommy.
What can I say? I've got a 20-month-old. So this is of course on my Pandora. Eat apples and bananas. I could work out to this. Let's go with this instead. That's a little better. Okay, so I'm gonna start with dumbbell deadlifts. I got my timer going here. It's gonna count me down, it'll beep. Doing as many of these as I can, just in the time period before it beeps. All right, so this first movement, the reason that we're doing an actual deadlift with dumbbells is it's simply the plane of motion. So if you're doing deadlifts with barbells, that's great, but you really have to have proper technique to make that work. And quite frankly, I don't even have the inner leg flexibility to do a proper deadlift without really feeling like I'm hurting my back. So I've adopted it with simply using dumbbells, and it works really well. It's a similar movement to using a hex bar, like a trap bar, except what I do with this is as I come up, I do one full rep, and then I do a rep without it. And what that does is that triggers a little bit more of a plyometric effect, so I can get a little bit more of an actual rebound effect. 20-second rest. Starts out nice and easy, but then it doesn't go so easy. Regular single unders, nothing crazy. All right, then moving into jump rope. If you're skilled enough to do double unders, absolutely go for it. It's been years since I've done double unders, and honestly, I just try to keep it easy. I'm just trying to get my heart rate up. So go as fast or as slow as you need to with the jump ropes. You're gonna find that they end up being sort of your rest period when you're moving the full body with this. So 30 seconds doesn't sound like much, but once you start getting tired, trust me, you feel it for sure. All right, 20 seconds. Now I'm gonna move in to the plyo jumps. So I do jump up, step down. Jump up, step down is a little bit safer, that way you're not jarring your lower back. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into the plyo jumps. These are a little bit more of a skilled movement, okay? The hardest part of this is going to be the flexibility of doing a step down. I don't want anyone that's on the channel that isn't experienced doing a jump up and jump down. So go ahead and do your jump up, and then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do a step down, which takes a lot of flexibility of the inner leg. You're gonna feel it tug on your psoas all the way up through your upper back and everything. So just go easy, don't be afraid to start on a smaller step if you need to. The modification is shown there on the right. All right, again, that 20-second rest. Now I'm gonna do med ball tosses. Okay, so now the reason that we roll into a med ball toss is simply so that you can get a little bit more of a plyometric effect once again. Okay, so we're all about moving the full body. If we move the full body, we get the lymphatic system moving, which means we're mobilizing fatty acids that are traveling through that lymph system. So I want to get that full body moving. This is going to get the heart rate up nice and high. Go as heavy as you feel like it, as long as you're feeling more of the strength in your legs versus in your shoulders. If you're feeling too much in your shoulders, you need to drop the weight so you can sink a little bit lower. Now we move into the waders and suitcase carries. Okay, now this core movement is one of my favorites. Okay, again, it's a wader carry combined with a suitcase carry. You can do a suitcase carry or a double wader carry where it's overhead or down below, just holding it at your sides. The reason I like to do them split like this, one arm up, one arm down, is simply because it opens up my serratus anterior a whole lot. I feel like I get actual more torso flexibility when I practice this move, and it ends up stabilizing my shoulder girdle a little bit more. So I feel like I have less back pain, less upper trap pain, that stress you normally get in your traps. It's just a good movement all around, and you definitely feel it in your hips too, which I'll explain a little bit later.